how to teach. How can we teach other people to do what we want to do? You do all of these things to ensure excellence. But do you really think that we are doing these things now because we learn them now? No. My nickname was T in school. I used to teach my class. I decided to teach my class right when we went to the university because I wanted to be a course rep so bad because I was fending for myself so that the lecturers will hand over, in our time it was handout, will hand over the handout to me. I go and print it out. I'll sell it to my friends, including Chris, right? Then I'll put some penny on it, so I'll get something on it to fend for myself. And that's how I started teaching people. And I got the name T. So then you start these things from now. Into leadership. If you never want to occupy any position on campus, I'm sorry for you. You are going to be a father last. You are going to be a mother last. And that is pure leadership. Because you are producing an entity that would have influence on numerous of people. Imagine that as I stand in front of you, or as I stand before you, and I speak, quote unquote, rubbish. And you don't know. Naively, you consume them. We do a lot of that on social media. We consume fake news. A crazier fake news like, Pizza Man Chicken Man is a money laundering company. Do you really believe that? Do you believe that? But you saw it anyway. So you need to be that person that can actually lead and teach and grow your people. And in this case, your own children, your very own children, your younger siblings at home, your surroundings, your friends, they need to have clear mentality. I mean, our women again, because in most cases, we follow NSPPD, we follow half hour. I can tell you, I spent 10 years to pray for wisdom. When you go to church and the pastor is praying over any topic, oh, let's pray for our family and our friends and all of that. Guess what? I am praying wisdom. I spent my 10 years praying wisdom. Because I knew I needed that for the journey ahead of me. And I didn't even know that journey yet. It's
Okay, so very sorry for the break, but with a round of applause and a standing ovation, I think we are graced by the presence of the Honorable Regional Minister. He will be entering very soon. Okay, so let's wait whilst the Vice Chancellor and the entourage welcome him inside the RC's auditorium. But we'll also do our part by giving him a proper round of applause whilst they enter, if that is possible. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, entering the RC's auditorium, we have been joined by the Honorable Regional Minister. Okay, the YEA. We have Honorable Mubarak Say, the MP for the Honorable Mustafa Omar Kopsin, the Bono Regional YEA Director. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Honorable Mustafa Omar Kopsin. He's the YEA Director. Okay, equally, we have with us Honorable Vincent Amponsa Jenfi, the Bono Regional NEIP Director. A round of applause to him too. Okay, thank you very much. You can kindly take your seat. Thank you very much, Honorable Ministers, for joining us. We are still in the session. Our theme empowering the next generation on 4 key factors: unity, we have growth, leadership, and excellence. Speaking to us right now, and will be summing up in the next 5 minutes, is Mr. Ebenezer Isumanamankwa, the Chief Operating Officer for Pizza Man Chicken Man. Sir, please, you can continue for us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Welcome once again, honorable members. Like I was speaking of leadership, I am not sure even them, they just rose to leadership. It started from somewhere. They needed to start leading from somewhere. And it becomes so beautiful. And when you become intentional about it, because like you want to be, so you plan it out. You want to have that collaborations that you need to have from first year. You want to do that networking that you need to do from second year and stuff like that to get there. Then I come finally to the saying that in all of the 3 or 4 that I mentioned, leadership leads it all. In unity, there has to be a leader that promotes unity. In growth, there has to be that daring leader that will promote growth steps, well-calculated steps, taking bold risk, but also be willing for accountability and stand the test of time to change. You cannot become all of that for fun. We cannot become all of that for just, being students of UNE. Guess what? You are the people from the University of Energy and Natural Resource. I am here speaking proudly of University of Science and Technology, KUST, and I am an embodiment of that school, because whatever we are building now and we keep building, it is everything that school teaches. Everything. Friends, when we open a branch, it's as if we are doing KUST get together, because you see all your old schoolmates coming around, and it's so natural. But you would think that it started from just today, way before it started. I have been on this campus somewhere in 2017 after I lost elections. I followed student elections to USAG. I was part of the campaign team for Frankesi. I was telling you, the SRS president last time. The election was cancelled. We had to do re-election on this campus. That was the very first time I came to Suyani. On this campus, we had the election here, and I followed it. And then we won. And so I followed and learned how to win. It is not supposed to be that we have to win only elections. We have to win life. We have to win our businesses. We have a nation to build. You cannot just be a mediocre person. The charcoal seller's son is not going to wear a white coat, must not wear a white coat. He or she can actually equally go back to the charcoals, because that's his energy. Refine it. Do something to it, because that it is what we teach here. We have a nation to build, and I believe that with the right resources and the right mentality of ourselves, like I had it in first year, a seminar like this, I believe all of you or all of us here can have something so transformational than what we have as Pizza Man. I think on Friday, we're having a jollof tasting. Come around. We dare you taste the jollof. I am believing I will also come around. And then we test it together. Okay? We are also sponsoring your Akwaaba night as well. I think there's a show that we have our artists on board. Our artists, our programs need to be sponsored by Ghanaian indigenous companies. Our artists must be sponsored by Ghanaian indigenous companies. The big artists, the Jay-Z's that you see, they are being sponsored by American indigenous companies, which is why you enjoy them so much. We must build ourselves. We must build our communities ourselves, our nations ourselves, and we will be so fine, like fine wine. Thank you very much for your time and this speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ebenezer Esuman Amankwa. I think we can all attest to the fact that Peter Man Chicken Man has really been a very good food brand, serving the very best to all students and everyone. Next, I will introduce Mr. James Clark Hayford to introduce the man of the land. Please, let's give it up for him.
Thank you so much, Ghana and Africa. I want you to take note of this. Thank you so much. We want to introduce our boss, our Vice Chancellor, Professor Elvis Asarbediakun, a distinguished African who is credited with the transformation of the University of Energy and Natural Resources. My dear students who are here today, take note. On the 14th to 16th of September 2020, it was Wednesday to Monday. The university official numbers were 7,234. Today, the University of Energy first year students alone are 8,144. Let's clap for the Vice Chancellor. He cares so much for the student. And I say this, normally, he's a bit not comfortable talking about some of these things. But I believe that on Thursday, the Vice Chancellor spent 4 colossal hours with the student, listening to them. What is happening? Some are complaining about the nature of our road. Is it the duty of the Vice Chancellor or the government of Ghana? So you need to explain issues to them. And when it comes to Akwaaba programs, you will see him always throughout engaging parents. It doesn't happen in most of the universities. He is a distinguished Vice Chair of Vice Chancellors Ghana. That is our Vice Chancellor. He is the man adjudged in 2024 as the most respected public university Vice Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, with a standing ovation, let us welcome to the podium Professor Elvis Asarbediakun, Vice Chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources.
Very much. Please let's sit down. Thank you very much. I always want to associate myself with students, and I'm trying to get it. Honorable Joseph Ade Akwaaba, Brunei Regional Minister, so on their way coming. The Dean of Students, Professor Simon Abugri. Oh, the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor John Kofi Mensah Kuono. Honorable Vincent Anchia J. It's not here. Okay. Honorable Mustafa Omar Gobson, Bono Regional Youth Employment Agency Director, Mr. Ebenezer Esuman Amankwa, Chief Operation Officer, Pizza Man Chicken Man, Honorable His Excellency Abdullah Ajay Zakaria, SSC President, then SSC Executives, Mr. Clark Hayford, the Registrar at the Dean of Student Office, the Honorable Invited Guest, student, staff, student, the media, good morning. There is something always well in coming to a place that would define your future and fine-tune the music of your life to sound good and reverberate through eternity. Maybe that is why when a person is new to a place, or to a place, or old to a place, or even keeps coming to a place, the English language says, you are welcome. But you see, the expression, you are welcome, alone would not suffice for a special people like you all freshmen and freshwomen, and of course, continuing student of our dear University of Energy and Natural Resources. That is why a program of this caliber is meant just for you, for us to say, you are welcome and you are special to us all. So welcome, the freshers. Let me say thanks to the energy behind the program, the SLC executives. My special thanks to you for your show of leadership and planning this special week. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we say to the SLC executives for putting ideas to paper for this occasion? Shall we give them some applause? It's not easy when you're organizing and the students' body. And of course, can we all give a resounding applause to all our freshmen and freshwomen and continuing students for choosing to be part of the UNER family? Oh, you're not even applauding yourself. This is a launch of your Akwaaba, so mainly for freshers, isn't it? And of course, I know that some of our continuing students are part, so we welcome all of you. So it is your day. It's been organized to welcome you. Therefore, you have to appreciate it. Whenever I walk into a gathering like this, I'm reminded of the energy that defines UNER. It is not the buildings, nor the titles, but the people, you, our student, who give this university its heartbeat. Today, as we launch Akwaaba Summit, I feel that I'm stepping into a room filled with learners, but with dreamers, leaders, and change makers for the near future. I see hope in the air, and I urge you to keep the baton faithfully and deliver it to the next generation after you have done your part. There is something special about beginnings. They carry hope, they carry promise, and they carry the excitement of what lies ahead. This summit is one such beginning, a moment to pause, reflect, and chart the course for the future. And I am honored to share in it with you, empowering the next generation, unity, growth, excellence, leadership. It's a good theme to dwell on at the beginnings of such as this. Let me speak to each of these pillars in a way that connects with your daily lives. Unity speaks when we respect our differences and still choose to work together. In this university, unity is when staff and students pull in the same direction. Even when the road is rough, it is when we celebrate diversity, yet remain one family. Mr. Chicken Man, Pizza Man mentioned about the unity and how he was able to unite with his counterpart. They were able to come out something big. So with unity and purpose, we're able to achieve a lot. So unity is strength, as we say, adage goes. Now, growth is beyond grades or certificate, although these matter too. Growth encompasses stretching yourself, discovering new talent, and daring to dream bigger than yesterday. Even club you join, every project you lead, every challenge you face, that is growth in action. Growth is the courage to say, I would not remain the same person I was last year. So you transform yourself. You heard Mr. Mankwa. He said, after I heard you saying that his masters and has been chicken man. Pizza. What does it mean? So it is not just the certificate, but the talent. So some of you, it is not a certificate that you acquire from here, but the talent and the skills that you acquire will define your future. And that is the growth. So it's very important. That is the reason why now the Center for Skills Enhancement, we are changing it to Center for Skills and Talent Development, because a lot of people are doing well, not based on the certificate, but on the talent that they have, the skills that they've acquired. Excellence is the habit of giving your best consistently, whether in the lab, on the sports field, or in the lecture hall. Excellence is the mark that sets you apart. It is the quiet discipline of doing things well, even when no one is watching. Listen, doing things well. So even examination, you don't copy. Student. The interesting thing about student life is that even when they move from, they have a Lent, 40-day fasting, right from, even during Ramadan, or they are fasting, and now we have Lent. When it comes to examination and they are cheating, that one is not part of religion. I keep saying that. That is why we must take our students as our children. Because most of the things that they do, they don't know. No, seriously. Because you see people really very religious, really religious, but copying examination. And they don't see that as a sin. No. So it tells me you don't know what you're doing. As Jesus Christ said, when they were, he turned around and said, Father, forgive them. You don't know what you're doing. And that is why, for me, I see students as my children, and I see you as my children. It doesn't matter your mistakes, your errors, your weakness, because even we, the elderly, we make mistakes each day. But one thing in life, when you realize your mistake early in life, it helps you to succeed, and that is most important. So, leadership is positive influence. Leadership is positive service. It is the positive courage to positively stand for what is positive and right, even when it is unpopular. This university, even when you want to come on, you are managing the university, leading from that end, and you realize there's some skills somewhere, and that person needs to go there, a particular place where the person can perform. Look at football match. With those of you who are enthusiastic with soccer, at times you will realize that a particular footballer, they may, a particular club will purchase, buy a footballer, and then his previous club, the position, this new coach will place the person in a new place. Why? Because he sees the person's skills and thinks that this is where he fits better. And so, coaches, managers that are good stick to their plan. If you're vice chancellor, you stick to your plan. So when you realize that somebody fit better in a particular place, and you change, it may appear unpopular. They will say a lot about you, but if you're a leader, you stick to it. So for that is what will be good to help the team to win, to help the university to win, to achieve our vision. So leadership is very important. It's positive courage to positively stand for what is positive and right, even when it is unpopular. It's very, very important. And here is the truth. Every one of you is a leader in some way. That's something you need to know. Mr. Amankwa never thought he's going to be a leader, managing such a big, establishment like that. All of you, you're a leader in a way. Leadership begins with the small choices you make every day, choices that inspire others to follow. Lead positively, therefore, my dear children. When I look at you, I see beyond students. I see innovators, problem solvers, and future nation builders. Of course, future of this country belongs to you. You are a generation that will tackle climate change, energy transitions, and technological revolutions. This is the order of the day. And you will do it not by waiting for permission, but by stepping forward with confidence. So, as we launch this Akwaaba Summit, let's remember this. Unity will keep us strong. Growth will keep us relevant. Excellence will keep us respected. And leadership will keep us impactful. Together, we are shaping a future. May this summit ignite in each of you the courage to lead, the discipline to excel, and the humility to serve. Humility to serve. Let me emphasize that. Humility is key to success in whatever endeavor you aspire to. So when I look at, listening to him giving this speech, you could see the sense of humility in him, despite the fact that he's achieving. The point is that if you're proud, people will stop patronizing your product. And that can cost your company. So it's humility. In any case, note it. I'm not saying you should be timid. Ghana, at times, we mistake humility to timidity. If you are timid, what is even right, you will not say. I hope you understand that. That is timidity. Yes, that doesn't mean you're humble. You speak out. In a student, we know we are good in speaking out in the public, because anytime we go into competition with others, we always excel. So you're able to speak out the truth. That is most important. So, note, timidity is not humility. If you are timid, it's a negative attribute, and that nobody respects you. But you have to be humble. So, my dear student, approach your life with humility. Because when you have the humility, I'm speaking, I know SS President is a Muslim. I'm a Christian, so permit me to mention the one that will, and most of you are either Muslim or Christian. And humility, Christ emphasizes it all the time. So if you want to succeed, you need to be humble. My final words to all freshmen and freshwomen: remember, the days of being boys and girls are over. You're freshers. It's better you realize that early. When it's SHS, you know, these boys, girls. You know, so, you know, and when you were secondary school, those guys who even smoke and ruffian, you know, enough ladies, my boy need a jet. Look at the guy, you understand? He's a nigger, you know. Aimless person, no hope, but because, you know, you're a nigger, you know, and you look at them. Here, this era is over. And the boys, Otofisa. All right. So you're here to begin your future, all right? So those things is over. Take good care of yourselves, recognizing that every single choice you make today will define your future. Therefore, choose wisely, act wisely, eat wisely, talk wisely, take friends wisely. Let all your ways be done wisely. My beloved friend student, my adoring continuing student, my cherished student of UNER, thank you, and may your week-long celebration be filled with inspiration, learning, and joy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Father of the land, Professor Elvis Asare-Bediakon. There were so many key takeaways, but my main one is timidity is not humility. So next, I'll be introducing our next speaker, and that is Dr. Anthony Beidu. He's a lecturer here in UNE, and he's also a strong businessman. Please, let's give it up for him. Please, you can do better. Let's give it up.
Right, thank you so very much. It's an honor to speak right after the Vice Chancellor of the university has spoken. I'm going to be very brief because there's a lot of activities lined up for the week. But let me just speak. My father is here, my academic father, Professor Simon Abugri. Let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, so if I say my academic father, it's rightly so because he mentored me. He's still mentoring me. It tells you that mentorship is very important. But for this session, I want you to look at somebody and tell the person, your future lies in your own hands. Yes. This statement, yeah, let me acknowledge all the dignitaries, big men, and everybody, all protocol duly observed. I want you to know that whether you make it or not depends on you. It depends on who? On you. I will give you the story. I like to tell story. The story of a man who had just 2 years of formal education. 2 years of what? Formal education. A man who, at the age of 12, he was an apprentice in his senior brother's bookshop. And because of that position, he took the advantage to be reading almost everything he could lay his hands on. He had just 2 years. At the age of 8, he went to school for 1 year, and then 10, he had opportunity to also go to school for another year. And that's all. This man rose to become one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. United what? States of America. In fact, when America's Constitution was being drafted, he's one of those who helped to draft that Constitution. 2 years of formal education, taught himself how to read and write. In fact, he's also one of the founding fathers of University of Pennsylvania. I've given a lot of clues. Do you have any idea who this man is? What is his name? An American, 2 years of formal education, taught himself how to read and write, accredited as one of the founding fathers of the United States of America. This man was in the 1776 thereabout. But his name still is so powerful today. Who is this man? If you get it, I give you 50 cedis. Who is he? The way that I mention money, they are Googling it. The man's name is Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin who? Yes. I want you to know that education is so powerful a tool. And with this opportunity, you have to be educated. Don't play with it. Yes. This opportunity to be in school. One of my friends who just completed a PhD, in one document that she held to take a photograph, she said, first degree ticked, master's degree ticked, PhD ticked, dangerously educated. And I just smiled. She's dangerously educated. First degree, master's, PhD. Ladies and gentlemen, why are we in school? We are in school to make our lives better. You are in school, your parents have paid your school fees, they are supporting you, they are going to do that for the next 4 years, especially for those of you who are in first year. Because one day, when your mother does not have money, after you are done with school, your mother does not even expect to call you to send her money. She expects that when you become gainfully employed, every month, 1,000 cedis, 1,005, you send it to her for her upkeep. So there is a responsibility on you, on your head. You cannot fail. You can't fail. And to succeed or not to succeed depends on you, not everybody. We were the last batch of KNUST students to complete from UNE. Once upon a time, UNE was KNUST Sunyani campus. We were the last batch. And I was the SRC president. So all these things, I've seen it before. And I also became the first GRASAC president of UNE. Once upon a time, I was also Grassac, aside Grassac, NASPA, National Service, Sunyani West, I was a president. I've seen it all. Yet I'm from a very, very humble beginning. My mother was a breast. But as I speak to you here, I've delivered 12 academic presentations. Think about University of Rome in Italy. Once upon a time, I told myself, one day I need to study abroad and study at a very high level. Professor Abugre is here. Most of the time, he was writing my recommendation letters. Mentorship. Let people guide you. People that have gone ahead of. Almost every decision, critical decisions I've made in life, I consulted him. Somewhere, I finished my service somewhere around 2015. Here, I was planning to get married. I went to Professor Abugri and told him that I want to marry. And he told me, have you fought with a lady before? I said, how? He said, go and fight with her and come back. You know the principle she wanted me to imbibe? If you cannot settle dispute with somebody you claim you love, the love may not go far. And today I understand. So as you have begun this journey, there are people that have gone ahead. There are politicians here, professors, what leadership, blah, blah, blah. When I went to school for first semester, before lecture started, I met almost everyone who was a first class student in my faculty, just to engage them, to let them know what it takes to get a first class. You see, preparation. Abraham Lincoln once said, prepare yourself today, and when opportunity comes tomorrow, you will excel. Abraham Lincoln, 16th President of the United States of America. Edmund Beck, another philosopher in America, once said, the only ingredient for evil to continue is for good people not to do anything. Unquote, Edmund Beck. There is something you can do. Get up and do it. Shine. Make your world better. Tell yourself tomorrow, if they are talking about a big person, it should be you. Have a blessed afternoon.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony Beidu. Please, next we have a spoken word from Ms. Mario Uso-Ansah, the General Secretary of the Department of Chemical Sciences. Please, let's give it up for her. Let's do it better.
Thank you very much, Ms. Cornelia Kakari. Let's be honest here. Gaining an admission into the university is one of the special moments in everyone's life, right? Like generally. But on arrival on campus is when reality introduces itself to you. That is why the beginning is now. You walk through the gates with a vision and a dream. A little bit of silence and a whole lot of gleam. The struggle for hostel, the new timetable, the change in routine, even the expectations alone. They will scare you with stories of how GPA will fall. But let me remind you of this account proverb that says, Anoma enitia no ocheneho, the bird that stays alert escapes the trap. So don't let their caution collapse your dream. You are not here to fade, you are here to be known, because since day one, UNE has been home. With the guiding force, our SRC as our backbone, there is no need to be afraid. Growth isn't just a 7 a.m. lecture you choose to go or sleep. It's choosing discipline when distractions are cheap, and unity. Unity is sharing past questions before the test, not pulling each other down, but pushing each other to be the best. Excellence isn't just the grade on the sheet. It is daily effort, consistent and complete. Leadership starts in the smallest of ways, in how you show up on ordinary days. So the future is built on the seed you sow today. So take action now. Let your courage be shown, because the beginning is now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Miss Mary. She says that leadership starts with the smallest things. So in whatever you do, don't be shy, come up, and we have mentors who can guide you to achieve your big dream. Our next speaker in 10 minutes, it's one of Ghana's finest entrepreneurs who is really passionate about championing youth enterprise. He is the Bono National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program Director. Let's welcome, with a hand clap, Honorable Vincent Jamefi Amponsa.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, High Table, Chancellor. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you as you begin one of the most important journeys in life, your university experience. Today, we gather under a theme, empowering the next generation, unity, strength, excellence, and leadership. Dear freshers, you are the next generation. The future is not ahead of you. It is ready here, and it begins with you. Unity is strength. In this new environment, you will meet people from different backgrounds, cultures, beliefs, and perspectives. Embrace them, build friendship, good ones. Learn to work together. Success in life is rarely achieved alone. As we are here, you all came from different backgrounds, and you go individually. At the end of the day, your name will be written on your certificate alone. You came alone, and you go alone. University is not just about passing exams. It's about becoming better version of yourself. Growth is your comfort zone. When you ask questions, you fail and you rise again. As Prof said, challenge yourself academically. Read widely, engage in discussions, join student groups. Let every experience shape you into someone better than you are today. Excellence is not about being perfect. It's about giving your best. It's about giving your best consistently. Develop discipline. Standard yourself. Remember, excellence is about a habit, not one-time achievement. What you do daily determines who you become tomorrow. Leadership is not about titles. It's about influence and personality. You can lead from anywhere, in your class, in a group project, in your hostels, or in a student association. Be a person of integrity. Take initiatives. Solve problems. Inspire others through your actions. Dear students, this stage of your life would define your future tomorrow. Make wise choices. Surround yourself with positive friends. Dream big, but work hard. Believe in your potentials as students. You are not just students, you are future professionals, inventors, innovators, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and change makers. As Chancellor said, you are the future of Ghana. I remember Sunyani East, our parliamentary candidate, Honorable Said Mubarak. He was a student here, and now he is leading the good people of Sunyani East, representing us at the Parliament House. You can be Said Mubarak today. You are not just students. As you begin this journey, remember, stay united, pursue growth, strive for excellence, and lead with purpose. Congratulations on this new chapter. May your years here be impactful, transformative, and success. Thank you and welcome. May God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Please, another hand of applause. Thank you so much. Before our next speaker gets ready, let's once again acknowledge our sponsors for today, for our Akwaaba week. We have Pizza Man Chicken Man, we have the Yup Media, Greener FM 95.5, we have Hype Lab, Cowbell, GI Creative Agency, The Plug Lounge, ARC 107.1 FM, and we have Next Ride. Let's take a short message from Next Ride. With all protocols duly observed, on behalf of Next Ride, we are thrilled to be part of your Akwaaba week. We know this is one of the busiest time of the year, with constant movement from campus to your hostels. Next Ride is here to make that journey easier and more affordable for you. To support your commute, we have a standing offer in the promo code section of the app. You would find a default code already waiting for you. Simply hit apply to enjoy an exclusive 10% discount on any ride you book across campus. Beyond the discount, we are also here to support your academic journey. Very soon, Next Ride will be officially introducing our scholarship program. We have made the requirements very simple. To qualify for the upcoming scholarship, you only need to complete at least one ride with Next Ride. Whether you are heading to your hostel or into town, that first trip could be your entry into this opportunity. Enjoy the Akwaaba week, stay safe, and let's move forward together. Next Ride, your ride, one tap away. Thank you so much. Please let's give it up for Next Ride. All right, so our next speaker is one very handsome, fine gentleman who is very keen about youth development. He's going to share his insights, his experiences on how unity, leadership, growth, and excellence can empower the youth of the University of Energy. With a hand clap, let's invite Honorable Umar Mustafa Kopson.
Thank you so much. I believe that I miscalculated the whole itinerary for the SLC program. I thought today was actually the Jollof Day. And this is some sort of, like you didn't tell me. So let me premise my engagement with you on the already, on the already established protocol, but I must acknowledge Professor Asari Bediako, your Vice Chancellor. I am somebody from the government, and I can tell you that if you are seeking for one of the VCs in the country that is in a good standing with His Excellency John Kwame Dramani Mohammed's administration, is your Vice Chancellor. I wouldn't stand here and judge, but if you have an institution like KNUST with a lot of resources, probably leading such an institution, the challenges will not be the same as what you face here. So he has very little, but he's doing a lot of magic. And that is why the government actually has recognized his efforts and the support that he needs to transform this place, he will get it, and he knows that. Today, I want to tell you how unity links with growth and also links with excellence, and also there is a linkage to being a leader. It's like a value chain. Education is very good, very great, very important. It opens you up to the world. It gives you that element of acceptability. Wherever you find yourself, you realize that you can fit in that square. But there is some gap analysis, and that is to tell you that education does not always give you success. It puts you somewhere. It gives you, as I said, it exposes you. It gives you that third eye to be able to identify opportunities, to be able to enter somewhere. And when you enter somewhere, the knowledge you acquire gives you that edge to be able to deliver. But if you do not unite your thoughts, because today Ibrahim Ama is a leader, right? But he's not a leader via elections. He's not a leader via appointments. He's not a leader via inheritance, like some chiefs who inherit to be chiefs after their father or the chief dies. He is a leader because he united his thoughts, and that gave him growth and success. And he attained that through excellence and discipline. And by virtue of that, he is leading. You understand? So that's the link right there. You have to unite your thoughts. What do you want to do? Are you boxing yourself around just academic certificates? Or there are other ventures that after you've acquired the knowledge, you can use the knowledge you know is going to give you. Because you know it's going to train some of you to be entrepreneurs, others to be agripreneurs, engineers, whatever you. He will give you the knowledge, or the school will give you the knowledge. But what do you use that knowledge to do? That is your own vessel of oil. Just as Dr. Beatty said that your success in life is in your hands. So you don't have to blame Abayifo or that old woman in your house. It's purely your decisions and how you marry those decisions. Marry them like your life partner. That means those decisions should be your priorities. Like the way you get up in the morning, you text your baby, "Hi baby, how are you? Hi my husband, how are you?" In the afternoon you text, "Have you eaten?" You know, in the evening you check up with your partner. Your decision is the key to your success. So you must marry your decision. Visit your decision every now and then and measure your growth with that choice you've made, where you've got into. You don't just take a decision and go and sleep. You must be tenacious about it. Chase it. Like your life depends on it. And indeed, your life depends on it. Look, right now, you'll be getting some uncles to be sending you some small coins on campus because they have inspirations that, they have aspirations that from these doors, you are going to become somebody, and you also may take care of them when they are old. Or maybe your neighbor also be kakra. So, but when you are done after 4 years, now they consider it to be, you've gone through the mill, so now you are matured enough to take care of yourself. That's where the real hardship comes. You see that life between NSS, then after NSS, you know, you begin to chase for jobs and all that. That is where the real test of life comes to you. That is why you must not complete UNE and come and join the queue of unemployment. It's a choice. There will be a queue for you to be employed. It's based on your decision. There is another queue that you may join and be waiting for employment. Why do I say this? Because I'm coming from the government, it is dawned upon me to share with you how you can, navigate yourself to success. You must learn hard first. Because without education, you are very limited. I mean, even if you are given the opportunity, you don't have the knowledge to utilize that opportunity. So you being here is going to open you up for you to see opportunity when you see one because of what you get here. Now, everybody would dream to be at Forestry Commission after graduation. Most people want to be engineers at this mining company, Newmont. Others also wants to be at probably VRA because you're an engineer. Yes. To start life, to survive is good. But you should know that that always does not ameliorate poverty. Because I can tell you, a lot of people are serving in the public service. By the time the month ends, because they are earning monthly revenue or income, you must have borrowed from that provision store woman. You borrowed sardine, you borrowed 5 kg rice, you borrowed oil. You've been dashing families small coins, mommy's medical stuff. You have to be taking care of it and all that. So by the time your salary actually hits your account, you already have a negative balance. Because if you take everything and go and pay, and if you don't pay the woman, you will not restock your kitchen for you. Because you have to pay and take some again. So you see the cyclical spiral. And that means your growth becomes very slow, like a tortoise movement. So what if you decide that, yes, I'm at UNE, I'm going to acquire quality education. I'm going to have the knowledge. How do I link? Now, that's where you are going to unite your thoughts. How do I link what I'm getting from UNE and then actualize it into a financial vehicle that will be giving me revenue or giving me money, even before the government will bring any policy and say DVLA is expanding? Because the public service today, if somebody don't die or somebody don't resign or somebody don't go on pension, or maybe you go and do something against the code of conduct and something like that, you are sacked. Or government decides to expand like what DVLA is doing now. That means the job opportunities over there are very, very limited. And that's why the queue, if you think like that, the queue will be very long for you. How many institutions do you have in Ghana? And annually, how many young people are churned out from these institutions? Tens of thousands of people, or young people. So if you are thinking like a normal person, then you go and finish your NSS and join that queue waiting for somebody to connect you to Forestry Commission. So it's like one job avenue. That's that one. If you are lucky, somebody's even dead. And the slot is there. That one slot is equal to, let's say, 200 people. That one slot that will be left there. It will be equal, like 200 people will be fighting for that slot. How sure are you that you'll be the one to be chosen? And now they also animate water until which my magic in welfare. So whilst people are thinking normally, normal way, you say, let me be abnormal small. I will hit few turbulences on the road. But with that tenacity and the belief and that drive for growth, let me sail through. Sometimes I will not sit here and then advocate for people not to go to school. You must, for education, you must get it at all costs. Get it. But if you don't, you'll be limited. All right? But maybe if you check around your corner, you may find a young guy that dropped out from GHS. He dropped out from GHS, but you continued. You are here today. He checked around. He did some SWOT analysis and things and realized, okay, see, me, I live in Nkram Kwanta. And in Nkram Kwanta, we have a lot of forest vegetation. So why don't I get to know how lumbering business is being done? Go get some certificates. Let me also do lumbering business. Start going to the forest. Do proper, not the other ways of creating deforestation and all that. Do proper lumbering business, and then start taking my goods. Let's start from Techiman. Small. You go one consignment. You use one Kia cargo. You go and do the consignments. You get your cool 20K profit. You come and put it somewhere. You reinvest 5K of that 20K into another one. This one you are doing double cargo Kia trucks, so 2 consignments. You go, you get 40K. So you invest 10K from the 40,000. You go and put the 30,000 there. You add it to the 15K now, you can save here, you know. So now you have 45K. You save that one. You are reinvesting 10,000. So this time you are doing 3 consignments. Then you are growing. So before we will finish our 4-year education here, you go, that person has put some office for something in Techiman. Cobson, Wood, something ventures. I need an accountant. They come and pick you. I need this one. Then you come and pick you. Then he will be paying you. Why should that limit you? That even that one or that person, he did not feel inferior enough to take that bold step. You that you are here to acquire all the entrepreneurship skill, you say you cannot do. You can do, Papa. So that should not. As you are in school, you must be interested in inquiring things like that. What happens to your nursing training college in your community? Who is supplying them with those maize that they used to do the banku and then the molekoko for them? Who is supplying them with the eggs, the crates of eggs? Because you are here, you are from Doma, and Doma, they have, in this country, if you are talking about a poultry hub, that's Doma for you. Who is supplying the school with those eggs? Have you been interested enough to even ask your local leaders how these things you can get into and then do some? How much does it take to register a business to supply eggs? How much? I'm not sure it exceeds 500 cedis. So if you have a business certificate to supply and you have leaders around, you have that school, have you gone to see the principal? I mean, if I'm to be a principal and I see young entrepreneurs, like 3 people putting themselves together, telling me they can supply, let's say, 100 crates of eggs. Because you can get 1 crate of egg like 40 cedis in Doma. If you bring it to Sunyani, probably you can sell like 50 Ghana cedis. If you take it to Accra, you can sell like 80 cedis. So if I go and take it, farm gate price, 40 cedis. Transportation, let's say, pay 1 crate beer, you spend like 5 cedis. Then you bring it to Sunyani, you come and sell it for 50, or is it 60 cedis? So now 60 cedis, 40, 60, that's 20 cedi profit, minus the transportation 5 cedis, you have 15 cedis. So if you are doing 100 crates, you multiply 15 by 100, you see 1 trip from Doma to Sunyani, how much you've made for that 1 trip. If you want to go beyond Sunyani to probably Accra, where it can be so like 80, 100 Ghana cedis, you do your own calculation. So if you start these things small, by the time you even exit these doors, already you are putting whatever you are learning here into action. And that's how we get to boot away poverty. Public service, then you have to rely on promotions, learn more, like the way Prof and then Doctor. You have to learn more, and get there. But you can achieve that, and simultaneously you can be achieving what we are also discussing here. You are here, you have your mobile phones, you have your church members, their contacts are on it. You have your former schoolmates from GHS, secondary school, their contacts are on it. You make few friends here, their contacts are on it. Your community, because you are a lovely person and all that, with your charisma, people like you, your contacts, their contacts are on your phone. That is a market right there on your mobile phone. That is a market right there on your mobile phone. So you want to do online clothing, that's fine. You get the clothes, you post it online, these people see it. They tell you, Charlie, remember free delivery, Lacoste on 100, but remember 80 cedis. Uniska to 50. Next week for 30, so for 30 they can be so. Now for build markets, then small, you get that market base for yourself. That small profit will take you somewhere. Will take you somewhere. Now you may be asking yourself, but where do I get the capital to start all these things? Usually, traditionally, if you want to start a business, you do so by either borrowing from friends and family, or if there is an asset in the family, probably land or something, they sell that asset and then they fund you with that money so that you can ignite your business, concept with that. But there is a burden that comes with that. Because the land was that family's jewelry, there are too much demands on you. If there are issues of school fees, they say, let's talk to him, because he was the one we sold our land to. Support his business. If you need medicine to take care of mama, they have to call you. If you have to take care of the younger one, we have to call you because they feel like you owe them. So the government saw that gap and they put this man in charge of the region that there is a policy that we call a Jumera. But listen, we will not lie to you. We cannot continue to do the same things and expect that our economy will be greater. No. If you take any economic metrics and you minus apprenticeship and entrepreneurship from it, that country ceases to grow. We talk of China today being an economic powerhouse because today, even if you want a Chinese person who dug borehole, you get some here in Ghana. Am I lying? All those borehole cars around your community. Because China deliberately scattered their people around. Go to Ghana, go and learn how to grow cocoa. All right? So that we can use that knowledge, grow cocoa in China, so that we can have import substitution and also compete Ghana in the global market. Today, China is growing cocoa. Am I lying? They are producing cocoa. Malaysia, they are producing cocoa. Because they will send their people to come around and learn. They will take some people to America, go and learn their ways of, creating weapons, nuclear, what, and all those things. So that if Russia wants some, they will be the one to produce and sell it to Russia. They will break the market with you. That's why today you see the China economy growing at that fast pace. So if that is the case, what that tells us is that entrepreneurship and skill training is something that we should never discount in our lives, because that will become the diversification that you need. That will become how you can survive if the public sector is kind of choked, so that you do not waste your much more useful moments waiting just to get into these places that I mentioned upon. And these are grants the government is giving out. And I can tell you today, I'm a farmer myself because of diversification. I'm a farmer myself. You think only casting movie could have survived John Dumelo? Do you think John Dumelo, that Yvonne Nelson time and then Sweetie, those time they were doing Majid Michel, do you think that movie then could have survived him? Do you know what survived him? Akakadru. He's a very good ginger farmer. So if you have such a personality, you have connections, and you are growing ginger, one day who want to was in your business, you use that personality, that character, catch the market. Right now, I'm assuming I'm to produce or supply maybe ginger, and look at how me and my senior man, Prof, how cool we are. And I come to Prof, I beg you. I know already you have a supplier, but me, I'm now starting my business. So you give me small portion to supply. Let me grow small. If I use that advantage, Prof will not say no. He said, okay, we need 100 every year, but you supply me 20. And then that is a start there. That's the only thing I need. That starts. Then I use that small opportunity to prove myself. So that day I'll be there, Prof will tell me, look, your services are better, so you supply everything 100%. And I'm in business. So please, growth is on our minds. Let's not limit ourselves. Don't box your mindset alone that you are only waiting to graduate and then join VRA and whatever. You have all what you need with the policy that has come. That Ejumera is a grant, it's not a loan. When you are giving, you only monitor you to make sure the money meets the purpose of which we give the money to you. The only thing government gets to benefit is the tax revenue that you will return to the government. And also as it's an entrepreneurship venture, at least you need 1 or 2 hands to help. So those 2 people you also employ help the government to also reduce unemployment rates. These are the 2 dividends government enjoy. But any other thing is a grant. As you grow the business, you want to expand. Ghana Enterprise Agency is also there to give you money to expand these businesses. If you want a soft loan, Maslock is there to give you soft loan. And it's not just about the 1 million coding is there. We give you free training on how to become an IT intellectual. Like, you can do everything with computer. And that one too, we support you. Those that are interested in a poultry by Unisika, you get something small from Ejumara. We give you nkoko nkete yebemao nkoko mana nkasa with hen coops. So the grant you've gotten from Ejumara plus the government giving you these nkoko nkete, then you also grow them. Oh yeah, that's one thing about business. If you do one, you get profit of 1 cedi. It ginger you. Now you want to go more. Then you do another one, I give you 2 cedis. Then that push you. That is how we become the next Ibrahim Mama. So that is why I said you must unite your thoughts. Those thoughts, grow them through excellence. Because you need a lot of discipline. Some of you do business, when you get your first profit, you change your lifestyle. Now from Gobena, you are doing KFC and then Usebet. That one, the money will finish. That is not discipline. That is not excellence. So when you are disciplined enough, you actually save more, and that will keep growing you. When you grow, and the money is there, you have the businesses. Just like our gentleman who left us. He wasn't here by appointment or election. By what he's been able to achieve, now he's a leader. He needs to come here and inspire some of you. He achieved that through those elements that I've coined from the team. So please, don't box yourself. As you pay attention to your books, try to see how that knowledge, you can transform them into actualization that will give us meaningful job. The country needs you to be on that path, because that is how we can grow as a country to get that economic power that we need. It was a delight to be part of this gathering. Definitely, this will not be the last time we will appear. We've been given some itinerary on games and other things. I'm sure that we will find time and then come around. We are always around. Why we are like twins. We work together all the time. So we are always around, and I'm sure that by the time you finish or you exit these doors, most definitely you become that person that the country needs you to be. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mustafa Umar. Oh, you can do it better. You can do it better. So there are 2 things I picked. The first one is, whilst people are thinking normally, think abnormally, please. It's a very important key. Whilst people are thinking normally, think what? Please, repeat after me. While people are thinking normally, think what? The second thing I also picked is that Ejumara plus Nkukon Ketenkete will give us Nkuko Bebre, right? Ejumara plus Nkukon Ketenkete will give us what? Very good. A round of applause to Honorable Mustafa Omar Kopsin. He's the Buno Regional YE Director. Quickly, we'll take closing remarks from Vice Chancellor in the person of Professor Elvis Asare-Bidiakon. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please.
Right. The Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Kuonu, my distinguished invited guest, acting Dean of Students, students, invited guests, the media. All too soon, we've come to the end of this insightful meeting. You all agree with me, we have learned a lot today, and it's worth coming. If you all agree, should we give a clap? We've heard a lot of insightful presentations, and I'm sure it's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot. My advice is that adhere to the advice, the lectures, and they will help you as you adjust. You are trying to acquire skills and talent. so that when you finish, you become very useful for yourself, for your family, and for our university, and for the community and for the country. As we speak now, if you look at the program, we have there are some invited guests that didn't come. The MP for Sunyani East, Honorable Mubarak Said, was a student here. He's an alumnus. And then Cobson that just spoke, also alumnus. And I'm told that the YEA coordinator for Western region, is that correct? What's the name? Hakim. It's also an alumnus. It means we are preparing. And if you look at UNE, if you go to especially the energy space, we have a lot of UNE students there. IT space, UNE student there, UNE everywhere. So the kind of training we give to you prepare you for future. And I'm sure whatever we've learned from the speakers is there to help you to adjust, to adapt, and to help you achieve your aim. I'm sure you all have your purpose for being here. I'm sure your parent did not just ask you to come to UNE. You chose to come. Initially, probably you didn't know why you were here. I remember my sixth form. I wanted to do medicine. You know, those days, if you do science, at that time, even most of you, your parents were not born. Those days, if you used to do science at A level, it means you want to do, the first program is what? Medicine. I wrote the first, the A level results wasn't good. I then wrote again. It was still not good enough for. I tried again, third time. I said, no, maybe God is telling me something. So I then used the same grade and went to UCC, pursue agriculture. And now I'm here. Because I listened to the advice that you have listened here today. If you listen to it, you'll become successful in future. It is our wish and hope and prayer that you become important personality, one of Cobson's and Hakim's and Said, and even be president. And that is where our university will be strong. Because if you are a minister, like YEA, I'm sure is giving opportunity to UNE, and we can just pick a phone and call, just a call away, and we can come to Jubilee House. We have a minister there. We have a president or vice, you know. So, as far as I'm concerned, as the head of the institution, my hope is that all of you become successful in future, so that when I meet you, I'll also be so proud. And the university will also be so proud of you. Anytime we go out there, any program we attend, we get a lot of students from UNE. And I feel so proud of that. So, my dear children, I want you to, as one speaker said, take the future into your own hands. Have a purpose. Have a purpose. The road can be rough. I know first years when you come here, there are a lot of issues. You are also managers. As you are managing your resources, you are also managing. The first time you are managing your time. It's not easy. Some of you, you remember, almost most of you, when you were in secondary school, and your parents had to wake you up to go and learn. Do you remember? Do you remember? When your parents have to wake you up to go and learn? Yes. Get ready, prepare. Wasi is near. Now, you are managing your own time. Is it not true? And the money your parents give to you also might not be enough. So you are also managing your resources, your money. You see? The experience, the advice they give to you, you are managing. And some of you are able to manage even your resources and you save some. I know some even keep accounts in it. And the money the parent gives to you, you're able to manage and keep. So You start your business from here, as we have learned from the people. So you manage your resources, your time, your money, and everything. Your first pound of independence is here. And if you manage well, with a purpose, with humility, with resilience, it's not going to be easy. Waking up at dawn and all that, writing exams. At times you wake up, I don't know here, elsewhere, 5 a.m. They wake up and go and write quizzes. It's not easy. Laboratory working throughout is not easy. But these are resilience. You have to be resilient. And I'm sure if you take advice from the speakers, you overcome all this. May God bless us all, that we'll be able to go through and you come out on top. May you be victorious at the end of the journey. Thank you very much.
You can do it better for our Vice Chancellor, Professor Elvis Asare Bediako. So in summary, from the historic song of Osibisa, it says that it will be hard, we know, that the road will be muddy and rough. But one thing we are very certain about is we'll surely get there. And heaven knows how we will get there. A round of applause to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Elvis Asare Bediako. From the prestigious University Hall 1, we have the Kumbi Cadet ready to give us a display. Right after that, we take our vote of thanks. Then we say salute to today's Akwaaba Summit. Can we have our Kumbi Cadet? Ladies and gentlemen, I equally want to remind you that for the next 3 days, we are going to have an amazing SRC Freshers Akwaaba week. The week is very packed. Tonight, we have the basketball night and volleyball night. On the 26th of February, which is Thursday morning, we have Freshers Games, which is a football competition. In the evening, we have a vigil and a live band, Old School. Right now, we are witnessing a beautiful procession by the Kumbi Hall and the Kumbi Cadets. So if you never witnessed, just the beginning of this year, we renamed all the halls. So what you are witnessing right now is a beautiful expository from the University Hall 1, popularly known as the Kumbis. A beautiful display by the Kumbi Cadets. So if you know how to see Jama, you know how to see Jama. You can clap and join them. This is a beautiful display by the Kumbi cadets. Okay. Thank you very much, Kumbi cadets. We would call you back in due time. Okay, Kumbi cadets. Please, we'll be giving out. Please, let me tell you something. Wait. See, if you do it for you want motivation? Let me tell you what I'm coming to tell you. Let me. Okay, so listen to. Pacho, media membre, Montomobo. Now, you guys are doing well, right? Now, our honorable Omar Kopsin, the Bono Regional Youth Employment Agency Director, he's saying that the way you guys are seeing the Jama, you are doing the morale, he's giving you guys 1,000 Ghana cedis. But listen. The beautiful thing about please guys, we are now going to share our refreshment, so please don't go, hold on.
For all the women in this group, and it's only one woman being part of the Jama, I've also 100,000 Ghana.
Okay, so see, the lady sitting here, you regret that you didn't join these people, because Honorable Vincent Amponsa is saying that amongst all the over 8,000 ladies we have on campus, we have one lady standing here joining the Jama team. And listen, and because we have a lady joining them, he's also giving them 1,000 Ghana cedis. But you know, wait. The one more added to this one is that, and it's the beautiful part of it. The very beautiful part of it is that 2,000 Ghana cedis is coming to me, and I will share it for you. So whatever happens, your money is with me. Guys. Okay, guys. Can we? Guys, I shouldn't have told you all this. Okay, guys. Hall President, I think that you should give us 2 minutes. Let us close so that we can continue with the Jama procession. Guys, thank you very much. Can we give it up for the Kumbi cadets? Kumbi cadets, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Whatever you do, just know that your 2,000 Ghana cedis is with me. So if I talk and you don't listen, a big Kim. Okay, guys, thank you very much. A round of applause to the Kumbi cadets. So, if you didn't know, right from the beginning of last year all through this year, we had 2 active halls in the University Hall 1 and the University Hall 2. The University Hall 1 are popularly known as the Kumbis. And when you say Kumbi, they respond power. Kumbi! Kumbi! When you go to Hall 2, they are called the Falcons, right? I don't know what they respond to, but I think Falcon, they respond the premiers. Or focus. Falcons! Falcons! Hey, are you sure you're focusing? Because okay, guys, thank you very much. We want to take our vote of thanks from the ITS Vice President. She's Miss Ida Asori, if she's around. And as she approaches, can you give her a round of applause? Let's take our vote of thanks. Then, if the GIMSA President is here, he can prepare to give us the closing prayer.
Thank you. At this point, I know everybody knows that we are bringing this program to an end. And by doing so, we have to appreciate the Almighty God for giving us the opportunity to be present here and seeing us through this program from the very beginning till this time. And also, I would like to appreciate the management of this institution, from the Vice Chancellor to the SRC team, Dean of Students, and all the management team for organizing this program for our freshmen. I know this is just the beginning, and it's going to be very interesting. I want to appreciate all the invited guests who made it to join us today. We really appreciate your presence here, and to you and I who made it to join this program, thank you so much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Ida Asori, the ITS Vice President. If we have the GIMSA President here, can we take our closing prayer from the GIMSA President? We all know we are in the month of Ramadan, so it's very important to acknowledge all religious bodies.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful, we thank Allah for sparing our lives, for enabling us, or for making it possible for us to gather here today. We thank Him for seeing us through this program successfully. We ask Him that whatever knowledge we've gained here, may it be beneficial and impactful in our lives. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide our leaders, to make them, or to ease their affairs for us. We hope that this university become one of the best universities in the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ease our affairs. May He elevate the status of this university. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Guys, a round of applause to the GIMSA President. Wow, a very big thank you. Kobe, thank you very much. Kobe, hold on. Kobe will get there. But before we all leave here, I want to kindly remind you that this is the Freshers Akwaaba Summit. If you're a fresher here, understand that we are here for 2 different cycles of life. We are here for an academic life, that's the first one. Then we are here to also have a social life. If you are not someone who likes to engage in these social activities, please, I would urge you that even for this week, just try and pass by any of the events and experiences. You are going to love it. Tonight, we are having the basketball night and volleyball night. Tomorrow in the morning, we have freshers games and football competition. In the evening, we have the vigil and live band, which is an old school live band. Very beautiful session. You are going to enjoy it. And on Friday, which is the 27th, in the morning, we have the jollof party, spearheaded by Chicken Man, Pizza Man. Come with your bowls, but don't come with your silver. We have indoor games, and in the evening, we have Rep Your Jersey party on the blog. On 28th, which is the morning, we have our matriculation for all freshers, the official inauguration of freshers into the university body. Then in the evening, we have Artist Night. On the 1st of March, which is a Sunday, we are going to have our SRC Freshers Thanksgiving service. So please, kindly take note of the outline. MC Kwame Ahe, tomorrow, the day after, he's going to hold you down at the University Hall 1, which is the Kumbi Hall. And he's going to do an amazing work. He's one of the best MCs I've ever seen in my life. Very good gentleman. He's going to hold you down. Ladies and gentlemen, a very big thank you to the SRC for making this possible. The local nooks came in full support. We have the president here. Can you stand up and give us a round of applause? Okay. So we also want to thank our dignitaries and every member of the university management who joined us today. One of the things that motivates us is that anytime we have a program and we call on our elders, they come and they make sure that they impact to us what we are supposed to know. And it is a blessing to have fathers and mothers of the land who would always come and support you when you call on them. So a very big round of applause to our dignitaries and the university management for fully supporting us. Oh, Kobe, take your time. Let me finish. I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you who took out time to come and sit down and listen. Everybody has taken a bit of wisdom home. But one thing I'll never forget today is that if everybody is thinking normally, only you think abnormally. And it is in a good sense, because if we have a straight path and you decide to go left, it means that you are trying to defy the odds. And anytime you are trying to defy the odds, there will be challenges. But at the end of the day, you are going to reach a point of success. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this wonderful Akwaaba Summit. If you didn't pick anything from the beginning to the end, remember that today and tomorrow, you are going to enjoy yourselves, and there's going to be jollof party. Don't forget about that one. Come and let us all go and enjoy the jollof. Kobe. But before we go, we are going to have our dignitaries take group pictures here together with the SRC executives and every single person. When they are done, they will go outside to have another group picture. But before that, the cadets would like to pay their last compliments before they go. Cadets, please.
Keep still everywhere.
Hey, Asemabo, Jelly. Please, cadets, clap for them. Hey. Hey, it's not easy to take out a knife. Hey. Guys, thank you very much. Our dignitaries, you can kindly go take one here. Then please, thank you very much. Please stay behind for our refreshments. They are going to come around and give them to you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is MC Manuel. I did this with Miss Cornelia, the General Secretary for the SRC, and one beautiful lady, Miss Winifred Daniels. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, MC Kwame Ahe, together with the team, are going to hold you down. See you guys later. My name is MC Manuel.